Hello and welcome to another episode of Homework with Miss Thomas. I am Miss Thomas and we are on lesson 5 of module 3, and today we're going to be fulfilling this objective: multiply multiples of 10, 100, and 1000 by single digits, recognizing patterns. So I'm going to zoom in and we're going to get started. All right, we have here, we are going to draw place value discs to represent the value of the following expressions. So we need to model them on the place value chart and fill in these blanks, writing the answer in standard form and unit form. And I'll show you what I mean by those two phrases in a moment. All right, so 5 times 2, that would be 5 times 2 ones. I'm going to do 2 ones 5 times. So I'm making an array of 5 rows of 2. Okay? Let's see if I can make this a little bigger. All right. 5 rows of 2 is 10. So 5 times 2 is 10. This is standard form. I did 5 times 2 ones because I did 2 ones 5 times. See? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. That equals 10 ones. And this expression is uniform. Here they wrote it vertically, so this version up here would be horizontal, and this here is vertical, right? Up and down. 2 times 5 is 10. All right, for the next section, we're going to do 5 times 20, which is 5 times 2 tens. So this time I'm doing 2 tens 5 times, or 5 rows of 2. That would be 10 tens. 10 tens equals 100, right? Because of course I can bundle this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or rather 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I can bundle this. This is all 100, right? I could bundle this too. This is 110. This is 100. 5 times 2 tens is 10 hundreds. I'm sorry, 10 tens, which equals 100. 20 times 5 is 100. Next, we have 5 times 200. That would be 5 times 2 hundreds. 2 hundreds 5 times. 5 rows of 2. That equals 10 hundredths, or 1,000. So if I were to fill out the uniform, that will be 5 times 2 hundredths is 10 hundredths, or 1,000. For number 4, 5 times 2 thousands. That would be 2 thousands 5 times. That would be 10,000. In uniform, that would be 5 times 2,000 is 10,000. Or 1/10,000. All right, feel free to go back and rewind if you still need help with 1 through 4. Now for 5, we're just going to fill in the blank. Now I'm going to rely heavy on the patterns. I'm counting the zeros. So if I do 20 times 9, that's 2 tens times 9, right? I know that 9 times 2 is 18. So this answer will be 180, or 18 tens, right? 2 times 9 with that 1 0. Okay, for B, 6 times 70. 6 times 7 is 42, and I'm going to add this 1 0. C, 7 times 7, 100. That will be 49 hundredths, or 4,900. For D, 3 times 900. That's 3 times 9, which is 27. 27. And hundredths, right? Because it's 2 zeros, 2 zeros and 100. So times 100, that will be 27 hundredths. Next up, 9 times 9, that's 81 with that 1 0, 810. F, 40 times 70. 4 times 7, that's 28, and the 1 0, 280. G, 6 times 6, that's 36. 600, that would be 36 hundredths, or 3,600. For H, 8 times 6, that's 48. So 8 times 6,000 will be 48,000. For I, 5 times 7, that's 35. 5 times 70, that's 350. All I did was add that 1 0. For J, 5 times 80. Well, 5 times 8 is 40 tens, right? Because that's 1 0. So that would be 400. For K, 5 times 2 is 10. So 5 times 200 would be 10 hundredths, or 1,000. And then for I, 6 times 5 is 30. So this would be 30,000, because that's 6,000. Okay, for these, I'm going to use a tape diagram as my strategy to help me make sense of what they're saying. Another strategy that I'll use later on is writing the equation. So you'll see that too. I'll use a couple different strategies. All right. At the school cafeteria, each student who orders lunch gets 6 chicken nuggets. The cafeteria staff prepares enough for 300 kids. How many chicken nuggets does the cafeteria staff prepare altogether? So we need to figure out how many chicken nuggets they prepare altogether. We know that each child gets 6 and there are 300 children. So I'm going to do 6 spaces, mainly because 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to do 300 spaces, right? I'm going to choose the smaller number to do the equal spaces for. So I'm going to do 6 chicken nuggets, and I'm going to put 300 in each box. You could also do 300 boxes and put 6 in each box, but that would, of course, take very long to do. We are doing, because we have to figure out what all of this is, right? So in order to solve for how many chicken nuggets they prepare, we are going to do 306 times, because each child gets 6 nuggets and there are 300 children. So, in order to solve this, I know 300 is 3 hundredths times 6. I'm going to do 3 times 6 and then do that times 100. 3 times 6 is 18, times 100 is 1800 or 1800. So each child gets, the cafeteria makes 1,800 chicken nuggets. All right. Number 7. Jalen has 30 times as many stickers as his brother. His brother has 8 stickers. How many stickers does Jalen have? So we need to figure out how many Jalen has. We do not know Jalen. Let's call Jalen J. They tell us that his brother has 8 stickers. So see, I have his brother equaling 8 because he has 8. They tell us Jalen has 30 times as many as his brother. So hopefully you followed that. Here I am turning the words into an expression, right? This is the J. Has means equal, right? If you have something, then it's you, right? I have $1, right? We can say that is me, right? That equals me. 30 times, see that phrasing there? 30 times. 30 times what? His brother. So all I did was take the words and turn it into a math equation. Now, they also told us that his brother has 8. So instead of putting B, I could put 8 because his brother has 8. So in order to get Jalen's, I would multiply 30 times 8. This is 3 times 10, right? You would agree that 30 is 3 times 10 times 8. So in order to get Jalen, I'm just going to do 3 times 8 and then multiply that times 10. 3 times 8 is 24, I think. 24 times 10 is 24 tens. And that equals 240. So Jalen has 240 stickers. And we've answered the question. All right, for number 8. The flower shop has 40 times as many flowers in one cooler as Julia has in her bouquet. The cooler has 120 flowers. How many flowers are in Julia's bouquet? All right, so we need to figure out Julia. Can we call Julia J? So we need to figure out how many are in her bouquet. We're going to call her J. I'm going to erase this from the top problem because I'm going to do the same thing. Turn this into a math equation. They tell us the shop, let's call that S, has 40 times as many as Julia. So the shop has 40 times as many as Julia. The cooler has 120. Now the cooler is the shop, right? Because these flowers are in a cooler at the shop, right? It says the flower shop has 40 times as many flowers in one cooler. So the cooler, the shop, same thing. The cooler has 120. So we can say that S equals 120. So instead of saying S, I can say 120 because they tell us that S is 120. So 120 equals 40 times J. So I need to figure out what number times 40 equals 120. I need to undo this multiplication in order to get that J by itself, in order to figure out what J equals. So since I'm multiplying, I'm going to do the inverse, which is divide. Now this can get a little tricky with counting those zeros. The greatest number, the biggest number, the product is 120, right? So that is what I need to base how many zeros off of. 120 has 1 0. Do you see it there? 1 0. So between these two numbers, there can only be 1 0. If you notice, 40 has the 0. 40 has the 0. So that means this other number, this answer, that answers our question, this other factor has no 0. Because 40 has the 0 and 120 only has 1 0. So I'm going to do the same thing we've been doing. Find the basic facts, right? 12 divided by 4, that equals 3. Will there be a 0? No, because 40 has 1 0. And I could even check this. 40 times 3, that would be 4 times 3, which is 12. and 1 0. See how 40 gives it that 0? That equals 120. That's what the problem said. So Julia has 3 flowers. Let's make that in a statement. She has a very small bouquet. Julia has 3 flowers in her bouquet. All right, that concludes the homework. Please let me know if you have any additional questions. And until the next time, keep learning, guys. I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Ta-ta.